And here we are today, beautiful Madison, Wisconsin. The Madison Rough Riders hosting the Rapid City Elk. 2-0 Elk against the Rough Riders, who I believe currently sit at 1-1. Yeah, 1-1. Looking for your third straight for the Elk, while the Rough Riders are looking to get their second win and knock off last year's Super Bowl champions. Rookie head coach here for the Rough Riders today, Greg Gorch, back to return. And Rough Riders are looking to really show that they have improved off of last season. We're going to start about the 23-yard line. Daniel Jones is going to be the quarterback starting today and is looking to continue a good comeback after being labeled a bust early in his career. It's going to be a run here for the running back, rookie Elijah Scott. Last week had 20 carries for 75 yards, but the big story about Elijah Scott is he was the number 2 overall pick in last year's draft. He is going to be splitting carries with Blake Corum today. As Corum's going to get this carry, putting it 7 yards, make it 3rd and 1 on the 32-yard line. And they are going to go into a heavy bunch, and it's going to be a QB sneak for Daniel Jones. Going to get stopped by Savion Jones. 4th and 1, and they are going to bring out the punter, Jamie Gillen, to punt the ball away. Isaiah Bond back to return. And he is going to break one tackle, not the second, get the ball on the 30-yard line. Hayden Edwards last week left the game due to injury, but looked good before then. He's looking to play a better game here today in sunny Madison, Wisconsin. You also see that Jorge Sierra and Lindsey Mayo, the 2 rookie running backs, are both healthy for today's game. As Sierra is going to lose 1 yard on that run, make it 2nd and 11. And Lindsey Mayo is going to be a running back coming in after missing all of last week's game. Pass here for Corey Horton, getting about 8 yards. Call it 9, putting it at 3rd and 2. Sierra in the backfield, going to get the run. Huge gap in between the left tackle and left guard. Call that 16-yard rush and a first down out of the Elk. The Elk went from mainly a passing game last year to now really focusing on this rushing game. That's going to be a play action. Hayden Edwards going to get hit as he throws the ball. Incomplete. Bring up 2nd and 10. As I was saying, they really want to focus the running game this year with 2 rookie running backs. For Sierra, who's going to get the carry here for about 12 yards. And then Lindsey Mayo. You see Torres, the lineman out of Rapid City, is going to be leaving the game right here with an injury. That is their starting center, Manuel Torres. Another run for Jorge Sierra, gets about 8 yards. And putting it at 2nd and 2. And Torres will not return, bringing in Roundtree to be the center today. Mitch Roundtree at UDFA, but it appears as though they would rather have Mike Knighton be the guy playing. That's just going to be a blitz here. Jamie Sherwood gets a sack on to quarterback Hayden Edwards. 3rd and 13 on the 36-yard line. What is the call for Rapid City? Here's it's going to be a pass, and it is going to be completed to Davian Hannon, who left last week also with an injury. He is going to get a first down, about 12 yards if I remember correctly, and putting it on the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Jorge Sierra, another run. Great block by Xavier Worthy. Gets it to the 4-yard line. First and goal. And this top defense here for the Madison Rough Riders, is getting dashed. Jorge Sierra, touchdown. Second touchdown in his young career. Got his first touchdown last week. Gonna add one this week. And that is a extra point kick by Imani Price. Make it 7-0. Great drive here out of Rapid City. And they are looking to continue a good defensive week. So, this is going to be returned to about the 22-yard line by Greg Dortch. Daniel Jones back out on the field. You really want to see Elijah Scott have a good game, show that he's worth the number 2 pick, and he's going to get the run, get almost the first down, 9 yards. Follows his blocks, shows a bit of patience, looking like he is going to be, hopefully, one of the best running backs in the league in the next couple of seasons. It's going to be a play-action pass here for Daniel Jones, and he is going to scramble, running right up the gut, getting to the 49-yard line. That's a big play that the Rapid City Elk need to be paying attention to. Daniel Jones has shown willingness to scramble when it is available. And he's not the slow quarterback that most people would think. Run here, Elijah Scott, loss of 2 yards. Just running right at Elijah Ponder and the blocker, trying to get through, unable to do so. Play action, just a simple completion in here to the tight end. Being Colby Parkinson, making 3rd and inches, and the Elk are thinking it's going to be another QB sneak, and it is. First down, Daniel Jones. The Rough Riders are getting something going here today on offense so far. Elijah Scott tries to do another run to the outside, and Colby Parkinson appears to be hurt after that play. A gain of nothing. Tackle for loss out of Elijah Ponder, I believe, on that play. Pass here, Daniel Jones gonna go for another tight end. That one being Ben Sanat, who's not able to come down with the ball. Colby Parkinson doesn't return. You're going to see more Ben Sanat and Eric Hall. You see Elijah Scott motions out of the backfield. It's going to be a pass. Now, Daniel Jones finds the open man, and it is not a catch. Jaden Reed just cannot come down with that ball. Hits him in the hands, and he's just worried about getting the first down, not focusing on getting the catch first. Punt is going to go out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. You're going to see Donovan Edwards into the backfield after a big game last week. Gets stuffed. Loss of 1. That's going to be a good play there by the defense. I believe that is to be linebacker Henry Toto making that tackle loss. Almost a sack there. Beautiful play out of Josh Hines Allen. And this Rough Riders defense with Josh Hines Allen, Nick Bosa, and a trade addition Adetomiwa out of Aurora is getting after the quarterback, Aiden Edwards, today. Adetomiwa out of Aurora was traded from the Elk to the Rough Riders, and he really makes this defensive line look good. Him, DJ Jones in the interior, with edge rushers being Nick Bosa and Josh Hines Allen, as I previously mentioned, really should help this Rough Riders defense look improved this season. It's going to be a pass here for Daniel Jones, and it is another drop pass. This one, Greg Dortch not able to bring the ball in. Here's the footsteps coming. Can't complete the pass. It's going to be a screen here for Elijah Scott. Malachi Sparks over pursues, and it is going to be a first down at the 50-yard line after being brought down by Clifton Rice. So Madison Rough Riders, their offense is looking like it could be a fairly good offense today. Elijah Scott's gonna get a really solid 5 yards. Looked like he could have been stopped behind the line, but he's gonna power through. He's a small guy, able to get through these blockers, finding his way through the gap and powering through the defender. That's going to be a completion here to DK Metcalf. And it appears as though they might want to target him more, as he's about the only guy that's really wanting to catch the ball today. Another run, Elijah Scott. Dorian Williams thought it was going to be a run to the left, and it wasn't. It was a run right up the gut, and that is a huge gash out of the Madison Rough Riders. That was just mainly a bad play. Dorian Williams going out of his spot and allowing that big run. This play, not going to commit the same mistake. That's going to be stopped at the line, maybe a loss of 1, bringing you to the end of the first quarter, 7-0. The Rough Riders, they've been keeping up with the Elk so far today. Their defense and their offense are both looking to be fairly solid. So, what can Daniel Jones figure out in this play? You're on the 12-yard line, 2nd and 10. You're going to go 5 wide coming out of the end of the first quarter. You think that this is going to get you a touchdown. They send a man in motion, and it is going to be a pass drop again. Greg Dortch not able to hold on to the ball. And if this is the story of the game for the Rough Riders, it's going to be tough to beat this Elk team if you can't hold on to your passes. Daniel Jones trying to find room to scramble. Runs right into Savion Jones for a sack. They're going to bring out the kicker to attempt this field goal. That is going to be John Parker Romo. And that is going to be good. So they're going to kick the ball off now, 7-3. And they're hoping that their defense is still able to get after Hayden Edwards. And it's going to be a return here. I believe that was Lindsey Mayo returning it to the 23-yard line. They're wanting to get Lindsey Mayo involved, trying to figure out what they've got in their young running backs. Run here, Jorge Sierra, and that is a huge gash. He stays on his feet. He's still going. Down at the 42-yard line, and he's just able to bounce off of 1 tackle, and just he only gets caught from behind, I think, because he gets hit. So this is going to be a run here. Donovan Edwards going to get about 6 yards. Putting it at 2nd and 4 on the 35-yard line. It is going to be a pass. Hayden Edwards throws it deep for the end zone. And incomplete. I believe that is Torrey Horton he was targeting on that play. Not able to get that completion. Run here. Lindsey Mayo just running right up the gut. Bounces off of the tackle. Gets it to the 18-yard line. And the running backs so far today have been amazing with this rotation that they've been going with. Now, Donovan Edwards appears to get this carry and only able to get 3. Trying to continue this great rushing game today. Lindsey Mayo back out on the field. It's going to be a pass here, Davian Hannon, and that is going to be a touchdown for Davian Hannon. I believe he has a touchdown in every game so far of his rookie career. And again, it's only game 3, but still 3 straight games, 3 straight touchdowns. Davian Hannon. And Amani Price makes it 14-3. The Rapid City offense is starting to click, finding rhythm in this running game. So, what does Daniel Jones and the offense have to respond? Well, first you're going to need the kickoff to see if they're able to get a good return. Jesus Peralta's just going to send this deep into the end zone, bringing the Rough Riders out to the 35-yard line. So Daniel Jones, you're going to need some better play out of your receivers. They can't have them be dropping pretty much every pass that you throw their way. So far, the only guy really wanting to make catches is DK Metcalf. and you're really wanting to run the ball with Elijah Scott. And it appears as though they're in position to run the ball again, but it is not a run. It's going to be a pass and a simple overthrow for Ben Sinnott. If that ball was on the mark out of Daniel Jones, that would have been a huge catch and run for Ben Sinnott. Not really anyone there to stop him right away. Pull back in the backfield. You're going to motion one of your tight ends. Give the ball to Elijah Scott, who is going to get about 5. Rookie running back so far today has been good. I don't know if he's been worth number 3 overall pick. Good. Pull back in the backfield again. It's going to be another pass here. And Daniel Jones, trying to find some room, gets brought down by Aeneas Peebles. Peebles spent last season on the Elk practice squad. So far today and this season has been showing out. So, Jamie Gillen, the Scottish Hammer, hoped to punt the ball away. Looking to get a beautiful return out of Isaiah Bond is the Elk, and he's going to get caught up on his blocker. Quick legs getting tangled up, not able to get much. Ball's going to be spotted at the 13-yard line. Jorge Sierra, so far 7 carries for 92 yards and a touchdown, is a huge game. You're looking at Jorge Sierra and you're trying to see, well, can this running back be one of the best in the league? Donovan Edwards going to get stopped behind the line after a loss of 1. Jamie Sherwood making a big play. 2nd and 1. Jorge Sierra's back in the backfield after taking a bit of a breather. It's going to be a pass here to Xavier Verdi. 3-yard gain. Make it 3rd and 8. It was a zone defense. They were hoping it was man because otherwise they would have been able to take advantage of man defense on that play. Hayden Edwards just going to go short here to Darnell Washington for the 1st down. Just trying to move the chains, get themselves a fresh set of downs, in which they do. Jorge Sierra in the backfield. You got 2 tight ends to the right side of the line. It's going to be a run up the gut for Sierra for a gain of 3 yards. Jorge Sierra, Lindsey Mayo, and Donovan Edwards so far today have looked really good. It's going to be a screen pass, almost intercepted. Wow. Hayden Edwards gets hit as he throws the ball, and it just heads straight for the defensive lineman, not able to bring the ball down there. That's going to be another pressure. Throw out a sack here for Hayden Edwards, and another punt out of Jesus Peralta. Peralta lining it up, gonna have a big booming punt. And Za Frazier is going to be the guy to bring him down. Craig Dortch only able to get it to the 16-yard line. So far, Jesus Peralta has looked like one of the best punters in the league, really getting everything down inside the 20-yard line. So, Daniel Jones back out on offense. It's going to be a run for Elijah Scott. Tries to spin, only gets to the line of scrimmage. Maybe could have gotten a yard if he doesn't do this spin, but you got 4 defenders there for the Elk. They were going to bring him down regardless. So 2nd and 10 here on the 16-yard line. Elk probably thinking it's going to be a pass. You see that they bring Blake Corum into the backfield, and it is going to be a pass, and that is a beautiful interception. Wow, Ben Sinnott gets hit as he tries to catch it. That ball just going to bounce out into the hands of Malachi Starks. And let's take another look at this interception. Sinnott catches it, gets hit, and it flies right into the hands of Malachi Starks. That was Darian Porter punching that ball out, making sure that Sinnott's not able to catch it. And Malachi Starks, his head is just on a swivel. It's a huge interception here for the Elk. And they are looking to add more points here. So 1st and 10 now on the 33-yard line. And it's going to be a pass completed. Nope. Dropped by Torrey Horton. Beautiful play there by the defense. Looked like the ball was in his hands. He's just not able to come down with it. Jorge Sierra in the backfield, but they're going to complete the pass here. This time to Torrey Horton, picking off a big gain, getting the ball to the 10-yard line, making it first and goal. Lindsey Mayo is now in the backfield. And it is going to be a run for Mayo. Jamian Sherwood's just been making plays today. 5-yard gain for Mayo, but if Sherwood's not there, that could have easily been a touchdown. Jorge Sierra in the backfield, 2 tight ends, and that's just going to get blown up in the backfield. Stop, loss of 1. And that is going to be an injury for the Rough Riders defense. That's Henry To'u now leaving the field, one of their good linebackers. Donovan Edwards now into the backfield. There's going to be another run and another stop, maybe call it 2-yard gain. Imani Price going to come out for a chip shot field goal, call it good. Maybe 17 yards at the most. Make it 17-3. So the Rough Riders offense needs to start figuring out how they're able to get more points. Having only 3 so far today, not good. You got 2:47 left in the first half. And I believe if the Rough Riders started with the ball, so that is going to be the Elk getting the ball to start the second half. You need to add points before giving the ball back. Play action pass here, and Daniel Jones almost intercepted. That ball just lofted, and Joey Fajardo, rookie linebacker, not able to catch that ball. Daniel Jones gets bailed out, but this is going to be a sack here as Savion Jones make it 3rd and 18. And so far, Daniel Jones today is looking like the Daniel Jones of old. Going to be another pass here for 3rd and 18. Just going to go a simple completion to Blake Corin. Call it 3-yard gain before punting the ball back. They're going to wait, let the 2-minute warning go past. So the Elk are going to get the ball, 2-minute warning. It's going to be a 2-minute drive for the young quarterback, Hayden Edwards. And you're really trying to see, well, can they add more points before the end of the half? Isaiah Bond trying to get a solid returns, only able to get it to 30 before being brought down. For some reason, the coach is talking to the defense like they're going to go out on the field, but it's going to be the offense going out on the field. Hayden Edwards, what is the calls in this 2-minute drive? 1:50 on clock. You're on your own 30-yard line, trying to march down the field. It's going to be a simple pass here. Davian Hannon getting a first down, 11-yard gain. Now, clock is still ticking. It's now 1:30 on the clock. Can't spend too much time, but you don't want to give enough time for the Rough Riders to get the ball back. It's going to be a run here for Donovan Edwards. Make it 2nd and 8. Going to go 4 wide. Jorge Sierra in the backfield. Minute left on the clock. It's just going to be a pass to the sideline. Petero McMillan completion, and I believe he got out of bounds. Stopping the clock at 59 seconds. You're now on the Rough Riders 42-yard line. So far, this 2-minute drive has looked good. Jorge Sierra trying to get a run. Going to get a loss of 4. Great play made by Nick Bosa in the backfield. And it is not going to be a timeout called by Rapid City. They're going to let this clock continue to run. And so 2nd and 14, you're going to go with an underneath pass to Isaiah Bond. Picks up about 9. And the clock is still going to run. 25 seconds before they call a timeout. It looks like a little bit of clock mismanagement here by Rapid City. 3rd and 5, you're on the 38-yard line. The Rough Riders are going to play it deep. Not wanting to get beat over the top. It's just going to be a simple pass to Xavier Worthy and incomplete. Not able to connect to Xavier Worthy on that play. That's rough. A 55-yard field goal, and they are going to try it with Imani Price here. Kick appears to be lined up, and the power is good. Looks like he could have hit that from 60. Imani Price makes a beautiful field goal, make it 20-3. So about 20 seconds left. Return's going to get to the 25-yard line. 16 seconds to see if Daniel Jones is able to get anything. The Elk are going to start the ball for the second half. It's going to be a good run here out of Elijah Scott. Call it a first down. 12 seconds left on the clock. The Elk are expecting it to be a pass if they're going to try and get any points. Otherwise, they could just get yardage for their rookie running back. Simple pass out to Ben Sanat. Call it one. And 9 seconds now on the clock. That just looks like a bad play out of the Rough Riders if you're trying to get points. Daniel Jones is going to get sacked by Savion Jones. 5 seconds on the clock. They were going to kneel the ball, but it is going to run the clock here, going into halftime, 20-3. Rapid City Elk so far have looked really good against the Rough Riders. Rough Riders defense has been able to get a couple plays, but when the Elk offensive line's able to give time for Hayden Edwards, you see that they will find a way to move the ball. The running game for the Elk have been good, and an amazing interception for Malachi Stark seems to be what has absolutely put all the momentum in the back of the Elk. So far, stat-wise, Hayden Edwards appears to be out-dueling Daniel Jones. The top receivers for both teams have not really been involved. One catch for both Worthy and DK Metcalf. So, return, Isaiah Bond back deep. It is going to be returned, a beautiful spin, returned up to about the 28-yard line. Able to make a couple of men miss, fight through a couple of tackles. Out comes Hayden Edwards in this offense. Going to go into I formation with Jorge Sierra, and he is just going to get the first down. Doesn't appear to have the game-breaking speed to make more, but he is able to get first downs on these huge gaps open by the running game. So Justin Fields is going to get the carry on this one, break a tackle, and that's going to be about a 14, 15-yard gain out of Justin Fields. They're going to appears as though they're utilizing Fields as a bit more of this gadget type guy. Lindsey Mayo is going to get carried for about a yard, but as I was saying with Fields, he's going to get a couple of snaps here and there, trying to see if he can do a bit of anything. And that is going to be a absolute just terrible blocking attempt on Adetomiwa Adebawore, getting a sack on the quarterback of his former team, the Rapid City Elk. Hayden Edwards, deep ball, and it looks like maybe Worthy got bumped, or it honestly looked like Nick Bosa got in, putting pressure on the quarterback, Hayden Edwards, and he's just not able to put that ball where he wants. Jesus Peralta gonna go with another punt. Looking to be a solid one. It's going to go out at the 25-yard line. And so far, Jesus Peralta really hasn't been giving any returners chances to return the ball. Really focusing on punting the ball out of bounds and just having the offense start wherever it starts. Daniel Jones going to get sacked by Aeneas Peebles. That's at least his second sack of the game. Third on the season so far, 4 TFLs. Aeneas Peebles has been looking like maybe a breakout potential offensive tackle for the Rapid City Elk. So it's going to be a run here for Elijah Scott. Maybe call it one. Maybe 1 yard. And Daniel Jones, 3rd and 12. They know so far that it looks like Holiday's going to be blitzing. And he falls back into coverage. Ball's going to be thrown up deep. Darian Porter. I mean, he's taller than Greg Dortch. Of course he's going to have a better chance of catching that ball. Intercepted for the Elk. I mean, that ball looked like Darian Porter was just the guy that was getting targeted. And Greg Dortch, I mean, just to add insult to injury, as the ball gets intercepted, you see just gets absolutely smoked as it's picked off. So there's allowing a big return out of Darian Porter. So the Elk now starting on the 33-yard line of the Rough Riders. See Donovan Edwards in the backfield again, not getting much. Call it a 1 yard gain. 2nd and 9 on the 32. And Lindsey Mayo is in the backfield. Just going to be a simple completion here for Corey Horton. Going to get a first down after making a man miss. Get the ball up to about the 15-yard line. That was a beautiful, just simple catch, and then allow your receiver to make a play. Corey Horton, who made a play. So, run here for Jorge Sierra. It's going to get about 5. Put the ball on the 11-yard line now. 2nd and 5. And it looks like the Elks are in position to add more points onto this game. Going to be a pass here for Hayden Edwards. Going to get the ball out for Xavier Worthy. And that is going to be another touchdown for Xavier Worthy's illustrious career. MVP last season. So far not on that pace, but this is a good way to add to it. And I'm not sure what this celebration is. He just kicked his offensive lineman? I don't know if that's allowed. Extra point attempt here for Imani Rice. And it is going to be good. 27-3. Elk lead here on the road in Madison. Jesus Peralta is going to send this ball deep. Return about from the 3-yard line up to the 8-yard line up to the 29. So about a 21-yard return here for Greg Dortch. And it's going to be a pass here for Daniel Jones. Just going to go to the easy completion of Ben Sanat. Call it inches to go for a first down. So far, Madison, they've loved to call a QB sneak in this situation, and it is going to be a running back play. Just a simple handoff, halfback dive, or halfback ISO. First down, Elijah Scott. So, it's going to be another run here for Elijah Scott, and this time, going to go nowhere. Maybe gain a yard, maybe lose a yard, not really certain, but going to be still 2nd and 10. Simple screen out to Lake Coram, and he is going to be able to get it to the 50-yard line. 3rd and 5 now coming up for the Rough Riders offense. Brings up 3rd and 5. Elijah Scott in the backfield, tricks to the right, and it's going to be just a simple pass to Elijah Scott, and he's going to make a man miss, try and jump over the tackler, Cooper DeJean, put up 4th and 2, and the Rough Riders appear to be going for it. And they will snap the ball. Joey Fajardo into the backfield, stopping Elijah Scott at the 49-yard line. It's going to be a loss of yards and turnover on down. Rough Riders, I like the attempt to go for it on 4th down. Just not able to get it. 3:26 left in the 3rd quarter. 27-3, excuse me. And Rapid City looking to add more points. Jorge Sierra gets about a 4-yard gain here, make it 2nd and 6 on the 47-yard line. Lindsey Mayo's the running back in the backfield. It's going to be a carry to him. Nick Bosa's going to be able to stop him after a 2-yard gain coming up from behind. Jorge Sierra is now the running back in the backfield. RPO pass to Ketterall, and McMillan is going to get the catch, drop, get the first down, move the chain. So, Jorge Sierra now in the backfield with a fullback. It's going to be a run. Jorge Sierra going to try to run through a man, not able to do it. 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line. Donovan Edwards now in the backfield. They're running a 3 running back split. Maybe a Fields carry here and there. It's going to be a pass. Xavier Worthy going to get a nice completion. Put the ball on the 5-yard line. 1st and goal. Worthy probably could have gotten a bit more if he wanted, but they just wanted to make sure the catch happened. Worthy, catch, touchdown. No one close enough to Worthy to card him right away. It's going to be a simple out route, getting his 2nd touchdown of the game and 2nd touchdown of the season. So, first 2 games, no touchdowns, 2 touchdowns today. Trying to get back to MVP form. A lot of yards last week. He's hoping for a lot of touchdowns this week if he's not going to get the yardage. Here's another kickoff to Greg Dortch, and he is going to get himself a good return up to the 40-yard line. Just expecting him to go right through the middle. He's going to make a cut to the left, find more field. Run here, Elijah Scott. Stop in the backfield, loss of 5. Savion Jones is just in the backfield so far today. Seems like every play he has gotten through. And that's going to be a pitch to the tight end, a kind of tight end sweep. RPO. And that's a loss of 2. I mean, that wasn't a great play. 3rd and 17. And it's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Daniel Jones lofts the ball out of bounds. Okay. I think he should have ran for it, set up a better 4th down, because he went for a 4th down last drive. Why not go for a 4th down on this drive? Not sure what that highlight was supposed to be of. But you're going into the 4th quarter, comfortable lead for the Rapid City Elk. And it's 34-4. It is going to be an attempted 4th down conversion for the Rough Riders. Again, still don't understand why he threw the ball out of bounds instead of trying to make it a more manageable 4th down. It's going to be a pass and caught. Greg Borch. Wow, Malachi Starks goes for the interception. Ball just goes right over him. Greg Borch makes an amazing catch. He caught the ball. It's crazy. Now, 1st and 10 on the 28-yard line. That's a huge 4th down conversion to have. So, 1st and 10, it's going to be an incomplete pass for Benson up. It's hit as he tries to catch it. 2nd and 10. And I think Rapid City's pretty much thinking you got to pass the ball if you're trying to beat us now. It's going to be just a pass out to Blake Corum. Get it for about 19-yard line, make it 3rd and 1. And again, a team that's called a lot of QB sneak. Called ISO on that. They also, it's going to be 4th and inches. It was a QB sneak. And the Elk were ready. And now they're going to call out 3 wide formation on 4th and inches. And it's going to be a run for Elijah Scott. Going to get a 1st down. Stop about 11-yard line. Make it 1st and 10 on the 11. And that's another 1st down for the Rough Riders. Seems like so far this 4th quarter, that's 2 straight 4th down conversions. They may be trying to get back into this game. Pass here to Jaden Reed. Pickups 2 yards. Put it on the 9-yard line. 2nd and 8. They're going to have trips to the left. Elijah Scott going to motion out of the backfield. Going to just be a little flip to him. He's not able to get that pass. Now, empty backfield. You got Blake Corum and Ben Sinnott lined up on top of each other. Corum in motion. We've done this play before, and it is going to be a pass for Corum, incomplete. Appears as though there is an injury on the field. They're going to go for another 4th down, and I think it's Savion Jones who left the field. So 4th and 8 on the 9-yard line. Pretty much you need a touchdown to be able to convert. Daniel Jones going to try and run. Gets absolutely smoked. Aeneas Peebles and the linebacker Fajardo comes in, lays a big hit. So now 1st and 10 on your 9-yard line. Can you go 91 yards for another score? Well, first play, not great. Stopped at the line of scrimmage by Josh Hines-Allen. So far, this defense, the defensive line mainly, has been a big impact for Madison Rough Riders. Going to be a pass here. Xavier Worthy going to get a 1st down. Put the ball on the 23-yard line. Has his 5th catch, 53 yards, 2 touchdowns on the day for Xavier Worthy. So, Donovan Edwards in the backfield, 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. He may not run. Donovan Edwards going to get a 1st down. Put it on the 34, call it 11-yard gain. And so this running game is looking like it's going to be really good. Justin Fields into the backfield now. And this is going to be a play action. Nope, it's a run. Justin Fields right up the gut. Huge run, putting it at the 49-yard line. Called that about 12, 13 yards on that halfback dive. A beautiful play out of Justin Fields. That was not expected. This is going to be the play action pass that I thought it was going to be. Simple pass, Darnell Washington. Call it a 9-yard gain, putting it on the 42-yard line. Lindsey Mayo now in the backfield. It's going to be a run, big gap, and 1st down, call it 12-yard gain. Now on the 30-yard line, Hayden Edwards has been looking great today. Pass here, Lindsey Mayo going to get another 1st down here on the pass. Over 200 yards now on the day for Hayden Edwards through the air. And Donovan Edwards in the backfield, another play action pass. Going to try and get that ball out. Unable to get it to the receiver as he's hit while he throws the ball. Hayden Edwards now has Justin Fields in the backfield for this play. Going to be a play action to Fields, trying to get it to Davian Hannon, unable to do so as he's hit as he throws the ball. And it's looking like Hayden Edwards might be leaving the field, and that is the case. DeAndre Jackson back out at quarterback. Came in last week for an injury, and this week going to come in again. 15-yard catch and run out of Davian Hannon. And DeAndre Jackson is looking to show that he wants to be the starter all term. Going to be a pass to Blair Olson on the play action. Touchdown, Rapid City. Amani Price out for the field goal, or for the extra point. It is good, 41-3. And so far, Rapid City, it appears no matter who's at quarterback, they are going to be able to add points. 3rd career touchdown out of DeAndre Jackson. This return is going to be brought up to about the 23-yard line by Greg Dortch. Daniel Jones back out on the field. 3:51 left in the game. What can Daniel Jones do to make this look like a better game for the Rough Riders? Going to get a completion here to Jaden Reed for about 6 yards. Make it 2nd and 4 on the 29. And, I mean, I would rather see if they could try and get something deep. Going to be a run. Elijah Scott not going to get anything. Losing a yard, actually. I thought he maybe got back to the line. They're saying he lost a yard. So, 3rd and 5. You know, 2:50 left in the game. And they are going to go deep. And that is going to be incomplete. Here's targeting Greg Forge, Cooper DeJean in coverage. And they also had a safety over there, I believe Malachi Starks, nearby to break that ball up. Going to be a punt. Isaiah Bond back deep. And he is going to get a spin, making a solid return out of nothing, putting it on the 26-yard line. Now, shows that Hayden Edwards was going out. That's not the case. It is DeAndre Jackson still out there. Lindsey Mayo in the backfield, going to get a run. Loss of 1 yard. Putting the ball on the 25. And it is going to be now DeAndre Jackson. Nope. Donovan Edwards at running back. Jackson's the quarterback. Donovan Edwards, going to be a play action pass. Donovan Jackson. DeAndre Jackson's just going to go to Donovan Edwards. Mixing up names. Shows I don't know my own team. Going to be a loss of 1 on the play. They're calling it a catch, but out of bounds for a loss. DeAndre Jackson not going to be able to complete a pass there after the 2-minute warning. Going to bring out Jesus Peralta for another punt. And that is going to be a bad punt, but it is going to be a fair catch for Greg Forge. Gets hit after the play, should have been a penalty, but there is no call on it. So, 2-minute warning. Can the Rough Riders add more points? Probably not. Going to be a loss of 1. Fajardo in to stop Elijah Scott. So, they're just going to let the clock tick. Not worried about calling any timeouts. Looking to just get out of this game healthy. Blake Corum's going to get this run. Picks up about 2. Make it 3rd and 9. And again, going to let just some of that clock run off. Got about a minute left in the game. Another run for Elijah Scott. Gets about 3. That's his 20th carry for 57 yards. And they're going to punt the ball back to the Rapid City offense. Isaiah Bond not going to return this. It's just going to go into the end zone. Bringing the ball out to the 20-yard line. 37 seconds. Still not Hayden Edwards out there. It's Donovan Jackson. DeAndre Jackson, excuse me. Donovan Edwards at running back. Gonna run and pick up the first. Just trying to get some more yards for the young running back, Donovan Edwards. Trying to really staple his name in the rotation. And they could have called the QB's kneel. They're not gonna. DeAndre Jackson's going to throw it deep for Xavier Worthy as clock expires, and that's going to be a big touchdown, unnecessary touchdown. Rapid City out, add more points at the end of the game. Xavier Worthy touchdown. That's not how. That's not what you'll want to see. That's really unsportsmanlike. DeAndre Jackson just trying to add some more stats. That's going to be a big touchdown to end the game to Xavier Worthy. No need to bring out the kicker for an extra point. It's 47-3. Might as well just end the game there. And that is the end. 47-3. And I bet if the Rough Riders meet Rapid City again, they are going to be pissed. No need to call that play action pass and keep the ball for a touchdown. 207, 3 touchdowns out of Hayden Edwards, 119, 2 interceptions for Daniel Jones, 87 yards, 2 touchdowns for DeAndre Jackson, going 4 of 5 completions. Elijah Scott, 20 carries, 57 yards, 14 for 123 and a touchdown out of Jorge Sierra, 37 for Donovan Edwards, 37 for Lindsey Mayo, 34 for Donovan Edwards, 20 for Daniel Jones, 31 yards for Justin Fields on 2 carries, and 9 for Blake Corum. 6 catches, 122 and 3 touchdowns for Xavier Worthy. Davian Hannon, 4 for 57 and a touchdown. Corey Horton, 3 for 49. Blake Corum, 3 for 18 and a drop. 2 for 22 for Tedero McMillan and Darnell Washington. 2 for 8 and a drop for Jaden Reed. 2 for 11, 3 drops out of Ben Sinat. 16-yard catch for Elijah Scott. 4-yard catch and a touchdown for Blair Olson. And then catches for Eric Hall, Lindsey Mayo, DK Metcalf, Greg Dortch, Donovan Edwards, Colby Parkinson, and Isaiah Bond. 2 drops out of Greg Dortch, but his only catch goes for 39 yards. on a 4th down conversion. Sacks allowed, you're going to see 3 for Creed Humphrey, 2 for Robert Jones, and 1 for Dan Moore. That is going to be 2.5 sacks for Savion Jones and Aeneas Peebles, 1 for Adetomiwa Adebawore and Jamie Sherwood, half for Jesse Felix and Elton Holiday. Interceptions, 1 for Darian Porter and Malachi Starks. Passes defended, 2 for Dorian Williams and Jamie and Sherfield. Joey Fajardo, Cooper DeJean, and Darian Porter both get a PBU also. No other notable defensive stats. Kicking, Amani Price, 2 for 2. John Parker Romo, 1 for 1. Punting and returning, not much to talk about there. So it's just a simple game, simple win for the Rapid City Elk, 47-3 in an absolute blowout. And the Rough Riders are going to remember this when it comes time to play the Elk again. Unnecessary final touchdown to put the nail in the coffin after they were already buried.